Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've arrived in Norfolk. We're at Blickling Hall, Blickling Estate, and we're here to do a 6.5 mile circular walk today. This is an unofficial one. So we're starting today's journey from the car park we've parked in today, which is Bucks Common car park, which is a small car park just past Blickling Hall main entrance. So I've just left the car park there at Bucks Common. You want to leave the car park and head out to your left and follow the footpath. And today on the journey it's me, Chay, and also on the journey today, as you can see, we have Lee.
Hello, good morning.
So on the left here we have a post just so you can get your bearings where we are, and this says Bunkers Hill Plantation that we're now entering into. So keep on following the path down here. There will be a left we need to take off this path shortly, but we need to go down a slope first and head towards a bend, and our turning off left is near that bend. So this unofficial circular walk today is mostly around the outside of Blickling Estate, but obviously we will be taking in Blickling Lake and obviously walking past the hall and past the pub and the gardened walls, but obviously we won't be inside, we'll just be walking past. Beautiful walking through Bunkers Hill Plantation here, lovely and quiet through the woods here. And up ahead will be our turning. If you can see in front, we sort of have the path veers to the right here, but we need to be taking a left shortly on the corner or after the corner. So right ahead here, just round the corner, is our left turn. So we're coming off the main path now. Obviously you see where Lee walked. I'll keep filming this bit, and you want to go the other side of the hedgerow and walk along the outside of the woods now. This is a public footpath or a bridleway, I can't remember which one it is. So we'll take the right. So you want to continue on this footpath until you arrive at a road, and that road will be called the Common, and there you'll be wanting to take a left. So still on that footpath, oh, some lovely views across the field here, looking back at the woods there. So out in front here is the Common, the road that I mentioned, and we need to be taking the left. You see Lee out in front there. We want to be taking a right turn before you get to New Road that will be on your left. But I'll film that bit for you so you know exactly where you're going. Okay, so coming up ahead is our right turn. So the Common would carry on, and to the left you can see the road going off. New Road. You want to be taking the right through the big gate here. And you want to be taking the path straight in front. Soon we'll be coming onto a little wooden boardwalk. Can hear the birds singing in the morning now. So we're now going to be stepping off that little wooden boardwalk, and you see the bridge in front. We're now going to be crossing the River Bure. I'll give you a quick glimpse either way. Can't see much to our right this side, as you can see, slightly overgrown there. But you can see it's certainly flowing well. So we're across now, and a field in front where you can see another little bridge. That's where we need to be heading. So after you come over the bridge, you want to continue along the river where Lee's going there. So veer to your right as soon as you come off the bridge. And you want to walk down until you come across another bridge. And then we'll cross that bridge on our left. So up ahead here, where Lee's now turning, this is the number 1 bridge here, and in the distance, if you can see, there's a number 2 bridge, and behind that again is a 3rd bridge. So follow the path towards the bridges and you can't go wrong. But if you're coming here with dogs, be a bit wary, because sometimes there is signs up saying there could be cows and calves in this field, but every time I've come it's always been empty, so just be aware of that. Now you see Lee going across the 2nd bridge. Okay, so I've just now come off the 3rd bridge, where you want to take your left and head over another smaller bridge. Then after this one, you'll need to be taking a right. You'll come across another stile and another bridge. So I've now entered into a 2nd field, but I still follow along that hedgerow on the left here. Out in front there, as you can see the water moving there, that is the River Bure still. Okay, we've just entered into this field, we've just come through a gate, and we're still following the hedgerow on the left. On your right here, you can see a lake, and in front you'll arrive at a farm. You've got barns on your left and a farmhouse on your right. You want to walk straight down in between them both, and then you'll arrive at a T-junction where you'll find a track, and that's where we'll be needing to take a right turn. So we're now walking between the barns on White House Farm, and as you can see, there's the track up ahead. The right turn. So after that right turn at the farm, you want to follow the track all the way down. Okay, so we're finally at the end of this track, and in front of us we have a little T-junction, and to the left is the common and to the right is the common, but obviously you can see a tarmac road there to the left, the common, but we want to take the dirt track right and follow the common. So as you can see out in front there is a gate, but you don't want to be going through that one. You want to follow the track round to the left in front of the gate there and follow the common. Okay, so the bridge you can see in front It is a bridge over the River Bure again. So you want to be where Lee's going, to the right here. And the River Bure is obviously on our right. So we're now coming to the end of the common. We want to be taking a left on Car Lane, but you also have Mill Lane on your right, just so you can get your bearings of where we actually are. So take that left on Car Lane, follow that one up. We're still walking down Car Lane, and when you get so far down Car Lane, we need to be taking a right on a footpath, and that footpath is for the John's Water Walk, and I think that one is signposted, but I will show you the signpost when we get there if that is the case. Farmers are very busy this time of year. Okay, so up ahead here we definitely need to be taking a right turn. As you can see, a sort of a crossroads. There's a track left and a track right. There's a house or a farmhouse there. Now here on the sign, well, it's not a sign, it's the actual, if you can see the purple marker, I believe that's the John's Water Walk sign. Obviously there's not one pointing left off or right off the road here, so but you'll have to take my word for it. This is definitely John's Water Walk. It's a beautiful walk today. We're blessed with the weather, but it is very, very humid and hot today. I think it could be reaching up to 30 Celsius today, so it's definitely going to be a hot one when that sun is out. So as you come into the woods here, there is a right, but you want to keep going on straight. And there's another one of them purple signs. So straight down on the path here. So just up ahead here is another T-junction. This is where we want to be taking a left turn, and that will take us down all the way to Blickling Hall Lake. Right in front you can see a crossroads here. Weaver's Way trail, hiking trail, goes to the right there, and we are also walking down on Weaver's Way. I'll show you the sign here. There you go. So we're now on Weaver's Way, walking down to the lake. So here on the right hand side of the path now, you can get your first glimpse of the lake. And obviously behind that in the middle of your screen, you can just make out Blickling Hall. Okay, so we're going to carry on down towards the lake. We want to stay this side of the lake, so we'll be taking a right hand turn very shortly. Okay, so we've now arrived at the lake, and right up that way is the way we want to go. But first we're going to have a little rest and a drink on the bench here, then we'll set off again. I'll give you the same view that we're now going to be getting from this bench here. Looking down the lake, it's a lovely reflection there. Some people fishing over the far side there. So we're still walking along the lake here with it on our left hand side, and it's now opened up and you can see Blickling Hall there straight in the middle of your screen. We'll be walking that way shortly, and here at Blickling they must have an event on shortly soon, because they're marquees and things going up, and they're preparing the car parks. So I don't know if there's a concert here or something coming up soon. So I'll give you a little bit of information on Blickling Hall. It's a red brick mansion and was built back in 1616 and is grade 1 listed, and the estate is in the grounds of 5,000 acres. So at this point here, this is where we need to turn off from the lake. There's a bench on the right here. Just take the right path away from the lake, and this way you'll be heading towards the cafe and the pub on the estate. Get another glimpse of Blickling Hall here and some activities going on. You just make it out there. We're now walking down on the outside. I believe this part of it is the walled garden. So in front here you can see a road. This is Hall Lane that we need. We're going to be taking a left down here, and you'll see the pub in front. And the pub is called the Bucks Arms. I'll show you the signpost here. You obviously have the main car park, and the cafe is also up there in that direction if I show you. If you want to stop for refreshments, this is as good a place as any. So you want to walk straight across in front of Blickling Hall entrance. Okay, so you have the church in front here, and the main entrance is now coming up. So we are going to be heading up that way to the church, but first let's give you a view from the front of Blickling Hall. A beautiful view it is also. So it's Blickling Road out in front here, Blickling Hall directly behind us. You're taking a left here, you can see the gate into the churchyard here. Okay, so here, before we go through the gate at the churchyard here, there's a sign. Now I believe we will be following the orange signs here. So we want to be walking through the churchyard here, and you can see where Lee's going to cross to the gate there, and we'll be crossing the road here, Blickling Road, into Silvergate. So that's St Andrew's Church at Blickling, and that's built in the 13th century. So crossing over to Silvergate Lane. We want to be turning off right, and I believe this is supposed to be an orange sign, hopefully an arrow. Yep, there you go, that's what the sign said. So now just down here is an old ice house, so I'll just show you that. You won't go in because it's probably slightly overgrown. There you go. Get a reasonable view. So we now carry on this path. It follows along silver gate lane, but then we will be veering off right across the fields. Obviously we will show you that bit when we get there. Okay, so we need to turn off through this gate here, follow them orange marker arrow signs still, and you'll see straight over there's another gate we need to go through. As you can see in the distance there, that's where we've just come from obviously, that's Blickling Hall. Through the second gate here. Okay, up ahead here we need to be taking a right, as you can see the red arrow marker sign here. So through there where Lee's going, but if I just show you quickly, I've just noticed some deer here. I'll try and get you a shot without scaring them off. Through the gate we go on the right here then. Thank you, Lee. And straight out ahead you can see a building and another gate to go through. And if I give you a quick pan to the right, you get another view of Blickling Hall and the church. Straight through the gate once again. So keep following them orange arrow marker signs. Just here on our right here off the path, I'll give you a look. We've got a Massey Ferguson combine harvester. And now coming up onto White Top Lane then. You see the orange marker still, we're still following them. Nice and simple this part. Very well signposted. So I've been on White Top Lane a short while, walking on the tarmac, and I want to be taking a left down the track here. Remember, still following the orange arrow marker signs. So Blickling Road is out in front. We want to be taking the left here before that. Obviously still following them orange marker signs. I know I keep saying it, but just remember to follow them signs. We will be crossing this road shortly. So the woods we've been walking through now is called Hikeaholics Woods. Very beautiful and very quiet. Fair bit of wildlife. So there's your orange marker sign straight over the road here. So that was straight over Blickling Road, and you wish to go round the gates here. Now we want to be going left, which I believe is still following the orange arrow signs. Yep. Now here we are now Long Plantation. I won't be far now and we'll be back to Bucks Common, the car park where we parked. And if you like the postcode for the car park, don't forget to look in the video description, that's where you'll find it, along with lots more information on the walk and a written guided walk. Hopefully you've liked this circular walk today, 6.5 miles. If you have, please like and subscribe, it really does help the channel out. Comment and share also, please. So you just want to follow the track straight down here. There is no turn-offs at the minute. Okay, so we're still following them orange marker signs still. And coming up Blickling Park here, you'll find the tower. And I'll give you a quick look at that in a minute. There's all trees on our right at the minute, so I'll walk down a little bit further till we can find an opening, and I'll give you a shot of the tower. I have no information on this actual tower, so if anyone knows what it was actually used for, or even what it's used for now, then please let me know in the comments. It would be much appreciated. So if I just turn around here now to the right, there we have the tower here. So any information, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so here is where we're actually going to leave the orange markers, because that would go right here, and we're now entering back into Bucks Common. So this is where the car is parked. So the car park at Bucks Common cost us £5, but that is for all day. Okay, so we've now arrived back at Bucks Common car park. So just here there's a path on the left that takes to the car park. So I will say our goodbyes now. So it's a goodbye for me, and I'm presuming it's going to be a goodbye.
It's goodbye for me. Catch you next time.
Catch you next time. So here in front, Bucks Common car park, you have a map. I'll just zoom in. You've got different coloured routes here, but obviously we're on the unofficial route today.